Grace and peace to you from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Isn't this a beautiful display behind me? It usually sits in the narthex and it's been put together with great love and with great care by Christine Ortiz, who has decorated our church for fall and for Halloween and for Thanksgiving. It's very beautiful. All those things in there, ghosts and ghouls and scarecrows, things that would normally frighten us, are made beautiful. We find comfort in the familiar passing of the seasons when we see decorations like this. It makes us smile, doesn't it? Remembrances of falls gone by, of Halloween and Thanksgiving years ago. And we take comfort from that. This week, on Sunday, the psalm in worship is the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. The image of shepherd is a comfort to us. We perhaps have in mind a scene like a statue that is in the National Cathedral in Washington, a copy of which I have on my desk in my office, with a little holder in front to burn a candle and to look at Jesus as he looks lovingly at the Lamb in his arms. We ought to take comfort from that image. But we have just sanitized it, I think, a wee bit too much. Just a wee bit. Shepherds were looked down upon in Jesus' time, in part because they were itinerant. They moved the flocks from one place to another, so they were here today and gone tomorrow. They often were accused of stealing from houses and villages, and whenever recompense was sought the next day, of course, the shepherds were gone and on to another town. So the fact that they were so transitory, they were looked upon with suspicion. They weren't part often of the community. So shepherds weren't trustworthy. They were also smelly. I mean, you hang around a sheep, you get as smelly and as dirty as they do. In this political season, we all remember that old saying, don't fight with a pig. You'll both get dirty and the pig will enjoy it. So working with livestock was messy and noisy and smelly. Sheep get into all sorts of trouble, and shepherds have to go after them in dangerous places. People look to steal the sheep, so the shepherd can't be a pushover. They have to be able to protect themselves and their flock. Sometimes the shepherd had to get in the muck with the sheep. Not quite as clean, not quite as clear cut, not quite as lovely as we often have in our minds the image of shepherd and sheep and flock. But I don't know about you, but at a time like this, the midst of a pandemic, some civil unrest, the scourge of racism, some violence thrown in, people at each other's throats, metaphorically, in the height of a political season and a presidential election. Yeah, I think we can safely agree that life at the moment is just a wee bit messy. Does it not give you comfort, as it does me, to know that the Good Shepherd is in the muck with us, doesn't stand by the side merely observing, keeping his hands clean, watching from afar, pretending to be concerned? The Good Shepherd is in the dirt and the smell and the struggle of life, of our life, here and now. So I'll look at that statue of the Good Shepherd and I'll smile. My heart will be warmed but I'll find even greater comfort, knowing the lengths to which the Good Shepherd is prepared to go in order not to love us from afar, but up close, personal, and forever. May God be with you until we meet again.